Rain is the sugarcane grower's worst enemy during the harvesting season. It's our best friend during the planting season because the crop requires moisture to germinate and also moisture to grow. But during the harvesting season, we want cool and dry weather. So when we have a rain event like this, we have two options. One option would be to fold and to stop delivering cane, which is in the case of Belize is complicated because we already have more cane than the capacity to process, or we continue to push on cutting cane under wet conditions, and that's when we need to implement some kind of best harvesting practices. For example, in the case of the machine here, what we're doing is we're cutting much higher. So you can see that we're leaving quite a bit of stumps in the field. And the reason for cutting higher is so that we feed less mud into the machine. In the case of the grower or the long stick or the BSI long stick, one of the things we want to do is we want to make sure that we stack the cane uniformly higher and that we reduce the amount of pushing that we do with the loaders so that we don't wrap up the cane in mud. Okay, mud doesn't bring sugar to the factory. Mud brings problems to the factory. So the relationship between mud and rain are very clear. How can we mitigate it is going to be up to us. The more mud we put into the factory, the lower the grinding rate and the more damage we're going to do to the processing facility. So what we're doing today is we're trying to cut slowly so that the primary fan can clean the cane better, and we're trying to cut higher. In the field with the long stick cane, we're trying to make bigger piles so that the grab loader has to go down and grab less cane and therefore grab less mud. Okay, and so that the grab loaders don't have to push the cane. So right now, the amount of mud that we put into the factory is pretty much dependent on what harvesting practices we follow.